Hello, I'm Noelle.
And I'm Marisa, but Noelle does call me Pete.
I do.
And welcome back to
Take It Home. Woo. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Pumpkins scream in the dead of night. This is Halloween. Everybody make a scene in our town of Halloween.
Happy Halloween, you guys.
Happy Halloween. One of my favorite holidays ever. I freaking love October and
Me
Halloween.
too. It's so fun.
I call October Funtober, actually.
It is fun.
It is fun. And today, what are we drinking?
We are drinking blood orange margaritas.
Blood.
Let me show you. They're bright red, like blood. We haven't tried these yet, so hopefully they're good. I followed a recipe.
First sip on the pod.
I followed a recipe. Fresh squeezed blood oranges. Okay. Cheers. Oh, yeah. That's pretty good.
No, yeah, I like that.
And we have what kind of rim do we have?
A smoked Maldon sea salt rim. Mm-hmm. So Maldon salt, for those of you who don't know, is the fancy flaky salt that Pete and I love to use. I was inspired by one of my besties, Sarah Park, who's like the queen of baking and whatnot. She is the one who introduced me to Maldon. It's pretty popular now. I feel like people are finding out about it, but we're big Maldon girlies in this house.
Uh-huh.
I love salt and I love my fancy salt. And yes, this is smoked.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like smoked fit the Halloween vibe. Like, ooh, smoky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It fits.
So yeah, drinking our spooky little drinks tonight.
Yay!
Yay!
We do have a fun Halloween episode planned for you guys, but first, we're gonna do our smile of the week.
Made smile. What made you smile, Pete?
What made me smile? Simple. Very general.
Wait, I'm scared that we're gonna have the same one.
No, it's not. My smile is that I've just been feeling so cozy lately.
That's a good one.
So I love summer. I love being in the sun. I love being outside. And I feel like it's so hard when it starts to get a little chilly and then it's freezing for long periods of time in New York City in the winter and in the fall. You kind of like lose that ability to like be out in the sunshine. And I think my way that I discovered to optimize or like romanticize the cold weather is to just like be as cozy as you can inside.
So true.
Like if I can't be out frolicking in the sun, then I'm going to be nestled up in my apartment, all cozy and just like making it as cozy as possible. And I've been feeling like I love coming home at the end of the day and when the sun starts to set. And okay, here's how you make it cozy. One, lighting is essential. So I'm a big lighting girl. I hate overhead lighting. So we do have these like hanging lights that my dad installed dimmers on, which was, I didn't even ask him to do that, but it was like the best thing that ever happened.
Such a dad thing to do, to just install dimmers.
And I want him, when he comes here, whenever that may be, I mean, I'm sure I could figure out how to do this myself, but I want dimmers in our bathroom too. Wouldn't that be great? Like,
that would be really nice.
Not to have that fluorescent lighting. But okay, lighting. So I dim the dimmer lights, and then we have a little lamp on our bar cart now that I put an LED bulb in, and it has like a little pink light, but you can make it any light. I have a red light in my room that I like to put on, and then just lighting candles, stuff like that to set the vibe. Yeah, just cozying up. When I've been feeling cold, I've been using my heating pad. I'm like, I don't have to be like in pain to use my heating pad. Like I can just use it because I want to be warm.
That's so true.
Like I was cold today, and it's too early, in my opinion, to like turn the heat on. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna like use my heating pad while I sit on the couch and like do some work.
Did it feel nice?
It did. It's like having a seat warmer. But yeah, I've just been feeling cozy and looking forward to like coming home at the end of the day and like being in my cozy, clean, warm apartment with candlelight and making tea and like just doing all that stuff.
All of the cozy things.
Yes. I do love that about fall and winter. So it has started. Cozy season has started. Woo. And that's my smile.
Well, I love that smile.
Thanks.
My smile is simple. It's that my friend Sarah made apple pie for me.
Oh, yeah.
And it was really, really good. This is the same Sarah I mentioned earlier, of course, who taught me about Maldon salt, who loves to bake. She's probably listening to this. Wait, so if you are, hey, love you. That's literally my smile. That Sarah made amazing apple pie.
It was really good. And okay, this just so happened to work out, but I went to Trader Joe's yesterday and got a bunch of like fun fall foods, and they have this maple sea salt ice cream now that I don't think they've had in the past, or if they have had it, I have never tried it. So I got it, and then you brought home an apple pie from Sarah, and I was like, well, you know what? We're going to put a scoop of the maple sea salt ice cream on it.
You know what we should do
And it
after
was so good.
this is we should watch TV and eat
pie
apple pie with ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we're going to do.
Yep.
And be cozy.
Of course. So everyone, today's a little bit of a different kind of sode for ya. So today's sode is trick or truth.
Ooh.
Not trick or treat, trick or truth.
Now, what does that mean? It means that Noelle and I, you may notice we have this hat here. Noelle and I came up with 10 questions each. We're not going to answer all. There's not going to be like 20 questions, so don't worry. But we came up with 10 questions. We have them written on pieces of paper in our little hats for each other. We don't know, like, you know, the questions we came up with. And we're just going to draw some questions at random, and we're going to answer them for you. And it's going to provoke some conversation. I have no idea what Noelle wrote.
And I have no idea what Pete wrote.
Yeah.
But we're going to tell the truth.
But we're going to tell the truth. There's really no trick involved.
Yeah.
But it's a cute name.
Yeah.
So,
There's only
sorry.
truth involved.
There's only truth involved.
Unless I trick ya.
Unless we're not telling the truth.
And then
Maybe we're
tricking you. Okay. Do you want to answer one first or me?
I don't know.
You answer one first.
Okay.
There's one question I wrote that I really need you to answer.
I'm nervous. Okay. And then we said there's a mix of different levels of like thought-provoking questions versus silly questions. So we'll see what happens.
There's a couple that I'm kind of like,
I'm nervous.
Are they weird questions? Okay.
I'm nervous.
Wait, I'm scared too. Why am I more scared for you to see my questions?
Okay, I have one. Should I read it? When was a time you faced your fears? Ooh, good question. Yeah, I think a lot of our questions are like fear related because it's Halloween. Okay, so this is going to take some thinking. Hold on. Okay, honestly, I feel like I face my fears a little bit every single time we release a podcast episode, because it is like the most vulnerable thing I feel like you can do is just like sit down and be yourself 100% in front of the camera on a medium where you're just like speaking your mind.
Yeah.
And telling all these stories about your life. And yeah, I feel like it feels super, super vulnerable to me like every week, you know, depending on the episode. We've had some like, I don't know, regardless. Sometimes there are things I want to like cut out or that I cringe thinking about like my family listening to. And then I stop myself and I say, no, you're going to be authentic. You're going to like just be yourself. And
exactly.
The people who understand will understand, and it will attract what I, you know, the listeners that I want it to attract. So yeah, this podcast has been a version of me facing my fears of just being like 100% myself on the internet.
Today you are you. That is truer than true. There is no one alive who is youer than you.
You said that in 3 episodes ago.
Wait. Whoa.
You said that in the Tara episode.
Wait, I forgot I said that. Okay. Good answer. I mean, yeah, it is scary. It's scary being vulnerable on the internet.
Okay, your turn.
What's one fear you have that's actually protected you?
Ooh, another fear question. They're not all fear-based, guys, I promise.
Wait, a fear that I have... Oh, that's a good question. A fear I've had that's protected me. I guess I could say one of my biggest fears is going blind. And I am supposed to wear my glasses more to protect my one good eye. So the fear of being blind has protected me in some ways because I feel like I'm very careful around pointy things and balls being thrown at me. That's what she said. And I don't wear my glasses as often as I should, but I do wear them, and I always wear sunglasses. So like my eye is always being protected from the sun and from scary objects. So my fear of being blind has protected me from the potential of being blind. The possibility of being blind. Okay. Your turn.
Do you believe in ghosts? Why? Or why not? Yes, I do. Fully 100% with my full being. I can say I believe in ghosts. And it's kind of crazy because I haven't even necessarily had an encounter with a ghost before. But I feel like there is just too much evidence out there. Too many people having run-ins with ghosts and or just like unexplainable things. And I also think that we are on a floating ball in the middle of space, whatever the fuck that is. Yeah. And why are we so quick to be like, that doesn't exist, when literally like the existence of Earth and space and everything that we do know and can explain with science is a miracle in itself that exists.
So true.
You know what I mean? Like, who are we to say that like ghosts and magic and all this stuff doesn't exist when literally I feel like we're living it? But it's just
magic in me.
It's just the reality that we see. So we can say, oh, this is real. We can prove this, that. But I just know there's so many things that we can't see, but they're unexplainable.
Also, apparently, isn't it a fact that energy cannot be created or...
Yeah, I feel like I read so many books that are like science based, but like the conversation is spiritual. Like, I really don't think science and spirituality are different, or as different as people may think they are. Like, I think science just explains the spiritual. They're kind of the same thing, like the laws of the universe, you know.
Yeah,
they're real. So yeah, matter, energy cannot be created or destroyed.
Yes. Yeah.
So like when you die, your energy, your soul, whatever, lives on, and your body is what dies. And I don't know, but yes, I do believe in ghosts. I have family members that had like super crazy interactions with ghosts and stuff like that it's just like there's no other way this could be explained.
Yeah.
So yes.
Well, cool. I believe in them as well.
Cool. All right. Is it your turn? Wait.
Yes. If you could ask your future self one question, what would it be? This is so vague. If I could ask my future self one question, it would be like, what anxieties or stressors do I need to just let go of right now? But then again, like, okay, if I'm thinking about it super analytically, is that a word? Analytically? I don't know. It's like, well, there's no point in being stressed about anything ever because worrying doesn't change the future, blah, blah, blah. But just certain things, like, do I need to be stressed about my career? Do I need to be putting in more? I guess, like, where are the places that I should put in more effort versus less effort? Yeah. That's kind of a stupid answer, though.
No.
Okay, it's not.
But also, it's like, would that be for your future self to want something different for herself? Because it's like wherever she ends up is based on what you're doing now, you know?
Okay, if I could ask my future self any question, then it would be, do I develop any new food allergies over time? And if so, what are they? So I know when I develop it and not to eat it.
That is so random. What made you think of that?
I don't know. Okay.
That's really what you would ask yourself?
Like, no, but I'm on the spot. So that's what my answer for no.
Okay.
Next question for you.
Oh my God.
Yes, this is the question I wanted you to
This
get.
is so funny. Kill, fuck, marry, which is funny because I feel like it's fuck, marry, kill, but
Oh.
I've never seen it in that order. The Grinch, Ed Gein, Edward Scissorhands. Oh no!
For those of you who don't know who Ed Gein is, by the way, he's a serial killer on the new Ryan Murphy Monster series, and he's literally terrifying. We've been watching it.
Yeah, I don't even know if I want to tell you what he does, but I didn't know, like, the movie Psycho is also based on him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm for sure killing him by Ed. Oh my God, I don't want to fuck the Grinch, but I don't want to marry him either. So I think I would marry Edward Scissorhands and fuck the Grinch because at least Edward Scissorhands isn't stinky.
You don't think the Grinch is stinky?
You don't think the Grinch is stinky? That's his whole personality. He's disgusting.
Dude, wait, one of my favorite memes is when or a tweet or something someone said once, like, I don't want to hook up with the Grinch, but I really want the Grinch to want to hook up with me.
Yes.
And I literally relate to that so much.
No,
like,
I know, yeah.
I'm not into the Grinch, but like, I want the Grinch to think I'm hot.
The Grinch better think I'm hot.
Like, I want his approval.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay,
Yeah,
wait,
so
that's funny.
If I fuck the Grinch, if I do that, then I'll have his approval and that'll be good, I guess. And then I can marry Edward Scissorhands.
I've never seen Edward Scissorhands.
It's one of my favorite movies.
Is he weird and scary?
He's not scary. He's weird. Like, he's socially awkward, but he's like nice.
Oh, okay. I should have chosen someone different then, but that's okay.
We should watch that movie. I love that movie. It's one of my favorites.
We will.
Okay. Your turn.
What do you think people misunderstand about you the most? Ooh. Well, I think in the past few years, my social battery has been drained so much more easily. So maybe that's something. Like, I feel like I used to always have so much time and energy for everyone, and I just don't anymore. So I feel like people think, like, I don't really know. I don't know if that's my answer. Or I guess just that I'm more extroverted than I feel like I am, at least as of recently. Because I am an extrovert and I love being around people, but I feel like recently I've been kind of like, ugh, like, I just want to be in my home.
Yeah, that's valid.
And also just like anxiety and stuff too. Like, I feel like because growing up I was always joyful Noelle and the lead in the musicals. So like there's no way that I could be anxious and nervous because I'm so happy and fun. But like I be having anxiety. Mm-hmm. And you can be like happy, and I am genuinely happy for the most part, but like you can be happy and whatever and extroverted and friendly on the outside, but still, you know, struggling on the inside.
For
so
sure,
I think that's
girl.
Another one.
Yeah, good answer.
Okay.
We're flying through these.
We really are. Maybe we will get through all of them.
Yeah, honestly. Have any of your fears ever come true? I mean, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Just, I feel like we all have things happen to us in our lives that we don't want to happen. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know, like I've had people really hurt me that I felt kind of betrayed by, you know, throughout my life. And that's a fear of mine. I guess it wasn't like, I wouldn't go around saying like, I have a fear of abandonment or being betrayed, but like no one wants that.
Yeah.
And I think now that it's kind of become a pattern in my life where I feel like I don't always receive love back in the way that I give it, or at least haven't so far in my life.
You will.
Very often. I know I will. Like now it's more of a thing in my head. It's like, okay, this person treated me this way and then this person treated me this way. I feel like it's become more of a thing now. More of a fear. It's like it wasn't a fear until it started happening to me. And now I'm like, well, I'm scared the next person's going to do that to me.
Dude.
So that's that. I'm trying to think if there's like anything. Oh my God. I'll tell the cockroach story.
Okay.
So if you know, New York City is full of cockroaches, right? And like having cockroaches in your apartment is not uncommon. Luckily, we have never seen one here. Thank God, because it would destroy my mental health if we had cockroach infestation. But I did sublet in an apartment that was super cute and whatever when I first moved here, and my worst fear came true. I was home alone one night and I just see the biggest cockroach crawling across the floor. I didn't know that this was a thing. Like, I don't know. The person who lived there said it had never happened before, but I don't know. Because I saw 2 in like the 1 month that I lived there, and I didn't have any like raid or anything to kill it. Like, I didn't know what to do. And I have like a phobia of cockroaches. So I'm not just like, ew. I like actually get sick when I see one. Like, I hate them so much. It makes me like shake and go like lightheaded. So I called my friend and I'm crying on the phone like, oh my God, there's a cockroach in here. And it was a huge one. I was watching it like crawl. I obviously didn't want to take my eyes off of it, because then if I didn't, if I let it go for 1 second and I didn't know where it was, I couldn't do anything about it. So I was just like, I had my eyes glued onto this thing probably for like 20 minutes, just like debating what to do. And I watched it crawl up onto the wall, the ceiling, all over. And then when it finally got back down onto the ground, I like took a bowl. I put a small bowl over it, then I put a bigger bowl over it, and like I put like a speaker on top of it, because for some reason I was like, just in case it's really strong and can move these bowls.
Dude, imagine.
And then I went to bed because I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't have raid, so the only other thing I could do is squish it, and I'm not doing that. So I covered it with bowls and a speaker, and I went to bed, and like I couldn't sleep for days, honestly. Yeah, like I know this is like a little irrational, because like cockroaches can't hurt you, although they're very gross. I just fucking hate them. And then I made my friend come over and spray it with Raid.
Dude, do you know the story about Kendall? Kendall is one of my besties. Her house that she lived in college was infested with cockroaches, and there was one night where 2 cockroaches fell from the ceiling onto her bed.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, the thought of that literally makes me want to die. I also, when I worked at I'm gonna cut that out, but when I worked at a theater, the place we were staying was also infested with cockroaches, and I don't know, I was a different person in college. Like, I just didn't think about it too much, but obviously I didn't like seeing them. I never saw one in my bedroom, but like there would be cockroaches on the coffee pot and like in the kitchen and like in the hallway. Yeah, I didn't use those appliances in the kitchen. It was disgusting. But
that's disgusting.
I hate cockroaches. Remember when we were in Spain, we were in Barcelona at this like nice restaurant.
Oh my God, yeah.
I saw a cockroach just scurry across the floor like near our feet, and I like just felt sick immediately, and we moved to the bar. But like, ew.
Yeah, that was
one of my biggest like phobias is cockroaches, which is really sad because I live in New York, but
yeah,
our apartment doesn't have them. I am a little scared about the like moving, because I'm like, so many people's apartments have cockroaches. I feel like every single person I talk to has like at least seen one cockroach in their apartment, and like I'm just so afraid of moving and then having like a cockroach problem, because I don't know what I would do. I would literally not sleep. Like, I don't know.
Well, let's just hope that doesn't happen.
I know. Even like really nice apartments in New York City will have cockroaches sometimes. So I don't know, you guys. Yeah, that was when my fears came true.
Maybe we just have to live in this apartment forever.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably.
Your turn.
If you were a witch, what would you use your magic for? Oh my gosh. Well, I would be flying everywhere on my broomstick. And that's like my main answer. I want to be able to fly so badly. Like, I think that would be so much fun. And something about a broomstick makes it so much cooler. Like, I'm sweeping the floor, whatever, and then suddenly I can just be like, oh, and hop on it and go where I need to go. So yeah, I would use my broomstick to fly. I would definitely cast some spells. I feel like I would be like an Etsy witch too, like, and use my powers for good to help people. Like, if someone was like, Noelle, please, I need a spell to get someone to fall in love with me, or I need a spell to get an A on my test, I'd be like, sure, and I'd make a concoction and give them an A.
You could start a business. If you don't know what an Etsy witch is, there are literally like witches on Etsy that you can pay to like make a spell for you and do stuff like that.
So funny. And they're real. I've never used one.
No,
but
me either. I know someone who has.
I also know someone who has.
It's very funny.
So yeah. Okay. Yarta.
Are you afraid of failure? What does failure look like to you? Huh. Okay, this is a good one. I would say yes and no. Like, yes, I think failure is inherently scary, right? Because we never set out to fail. It's not something that we hope happens whenever we, try something. But here's why I'm not really scared. I'm not scared of it enough to not try things or put myself out there, because failure is inevitable, I think. And like, failing is better than not trying at all.
Aww.
And failing doesn't have to be a bad thing. Failing can just mean like, that didn't go the way I wanted. Also, sometimes failure is necessary in order to like learn. Like, failure can always teach you a lesson. And sometimes you have to fail to like learn from your mistakes and then get better at something, or not repeat that mistake in the future. So I would say like failure is scary, but I'm not scared of it, not enough to not try new things. And then what does failure look like to you? I think there are different levels of it, but I would say it's just like things not going the way you had hoped. Like, your failure could look different from someone else's failure.
True.
Like, I could say, oh, I failed at this, and someone would say, that's not how I perceive it. So I think it's different for everyone, but it's just when things don't turn out the way you hoped, and that doesn't have to be such a deep thing. And it's actually necessary for the human experience. So yeah, scary, but not scared of it.
Okay.
That makes sense. Okay.
What's a superstition you believe in? Very superstitious.
Writing
It's on the wall. I mean, I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
You kind of are.
Wait, no, that was a quote from The Office.
Oh.
Because he says, I'm not superstitious, but I'm a little stitious. Okay, anyways. But I am a little superstitious. Like, I stay knocking on wood.
You actually did it in this episode.
I know, I did. I knock on wood. I don't go under ladders, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this isn't really a superstition. This is more of a conspiracy theory. But I do sometimes wonder if Avril Lavigne died. Like, I watched a YouTube video. For those of you who don't know, there's a conspiracy theory that Avril Lavigne, early 2000s pop singer, died, and someone else like took her place and is pretending to be her. And I watched a YouTube video explaining it, and I'm sold.
Oh, really?
A little bit. Like, I'm like, I think she might have died. So anyways, that's not a superstition, but I don't know. I'm kind of an Avril Lavigne dying believer.
I don't know enough about that. Avril Lavigne was one of my first concerts.
Wait, that's so cute. Did she have colors in her hair at that concert?
Probably. I don't really remember, but...
You're next, Bo.
Okay. We are flying through.
We really are.
Ooh. If you could only choose to be able to sing or write, which would you choose? Oh my God.
I think I know what your answer would be.
You think? Because I don't really know.
Actually, I don't know what yours would be either.
To be honest, I love writing, but I don't love the idea of writing for other people. Like, I there are like incredible writers out there who write for other people. Like, they write to write. And I feel like part of why I love writing is because it's like I'm creating an artistic world for myself. Like, I don't think I'd want to write songs for other people.
Yeah.
So if I couldn't sing my songs, then I don't really know if I'd want to write.
Yeah, that's valid.
And I haven't explored writing in other mediums really since I've been a kid. I used to write like screenplays when I was a kid and stuff like that. But like, my main form of writing is music, and I don't think I would want to write if I couldn't sing my songs. So I'm not
Yeah.
saying I would never write another song for someone else, but like if I had to choose between singing or writing, I think I would choose singing because I've always loved singing. You know, I've been singing since my whole life, and I could still perform and do what I love to do and like pursue theater too if I could sing. But if I couldn't sing, then I would just be able to write, and then I wouldn't I feel like I'm missing half of the outlet.
I thought that would be your answer.
You thought, I was wondering what you thought I was going to say.
Yeah. I thought you'd choose to be able to sing.
Yeah. So that was a good question.
That is that.
Okay.
Next one for me is, if any dead person's ghost had to haunt your apartment, who would you choose?
Who would be our third roommate if you had to choose?
This is so like maybe depressing, but my grandma.
Oh.
Because she's the best, and she would always like, she's just a little protector and would give advice and stuff. I feel like she'd just really be looking out for me.
That's so sweet.
I want my grandma here.
She can come haunt us.
I know. She'd like, she's the best.
That's so sweet.
So yeah, my grandma. Sorry, that wasn't a fun answer, but
It's okay.
my grandma.
It's trick or truth. You got to tell the truth.
True.
Okay. I feel
Your
like
turn.
we are going to do all of these questions.
We literally
you guys.
are.
Has fear ever held you back from something, and do you have regrets from it? Yes. Driving. My fear of driving has held me back from driving. Now, do I have regrets? And I don't heavily regret it, but I'm like, if I had just done it when I was younger, you know, if for those of you who don't know, I did speak on this like in one of our earlier episodes, but I don't have a driver's license. I don't drive. I learned how to drive. I took driver's training. I did all of the things until it was time to take my road test. And I just freaked out. I didn't like the idea of being in a car by myself. I was like, I'm a kid. I can't drive a car. Like, this is crazy. And I just kind of dug myself in a hole with the like anxiety or like, yeah, just the idea of it. And now I'm 27 and I don't drive, and I don't know if I'd say I regret it. Do I? Because I don't know if I believe in regret truly, you know, like, because
I'm the same.
But I think if I would have just done it when I was younger, it would have made my life a lot easier.
That makes sense.
Yeah. But I do think about like the fact that if I ever want to move anywhere else, I'm probably going to have to get my driver's license and be able to drive, because New York is one of the most like walkable cities, first of all. And then also just like the public transit is amazing. So many people here, most people here don't have a car. You don't really need one at all. So, but not every city is like that. Like most cities aren't.
Yeah.
So I think about that. I'm like, am I confined to this place my entire life because I can't drive? I think it's something that I will do eventually in my life. It's just like, I think I'm going to have to be forced to do it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
If I ever leave the city, if I decide not to raise a family in here, if I'm, you know, and I go somewhere else, I don't want to be like in the suburbs or like anywhere that's not New York, not being able to drive.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of fucking annoying, because if I would have just done it when I was younger and not thought about it so much or got so anxious, then I would have, you know, I probably would love driving, honestly. But fear has held me back from driving, and that's held me back from other things. Like, it was just really hard not driving until I lived here.
Yeah.
Not being able to drive. Because I would have to rely on other people so much for rides, and I couldn't really, like, I always had to account for that. And it was really hard to be like fully independent and do my own thing.
That makes sense.
So yeah. Do I regret it? No, but maybe my life would have just been a lot easier.
Hey, good answer.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Your turn.
If someone told you you could never sing or act again, what would you pursue as a career unrelated to the arts? Okay.
This is like something I genuinely want to know about you, because I feel like I don't know what you would do.
Okay, this is so random. I think I would maybe be a gynecologist.
Oh my God, that's so fitting.
Only because I'm like, okay, but here's the thing. Then again, like, I think about like, oh, I'd have to go to med school and all that stuff. But like, one, you know, I'm a huge advocate for women's rights. Duh. Two, I think women's health and sexual health is so important. And three, like, some people are just weird about looking at other people's private parts.
Ew, I hate the term private
Yeah,
parts.
I actually hate it too. But, like, looking at someone else's vagine does not weird me out, like, at all. Like, I don't, like, whatever. Like, I'm happy to do that and help. And I think I'm really passionate about that. I think the female anatomy is interesting and very complex. Our hormones are always changing. Periods are crazy town. And I think there needs to be more research behind women's health. And I just think that, I don't know, I'd like to help some women out. So maybe that, but also maybe like a marine biologist. Because I love sea creatures and I love snorkeling.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my answer.
That makes sense for you. You would be a good gynecologist, an amazing gynecologist.
Thank you. It's not going to happen in this lifetime, I don't think. Hey, but you never know.
You never know. Life has a way of surprising you. You know.
It does.
Oh, it's my turn. We've got a few left. Unexpected trigger warning for the next part of this episode, guys. We do touch on the topic of death anxiety, and maybe a little bit of some dark things regarding just death. And nothing too crazy, but if that's just not something you want to hear today, keep that in mind. We love you guys. Bye.
Love ya.
Do you have a fear that's so dark you don't like saying it aloud?
That one's kind of like, hell no. And if so, will you tell us on the pod?
Well, it's not that I wouldn't say I don't like saying it aloud, but and this is like basic. Everyone has maybe not everyone, but like I used to have like pretty bad death anxiety.
Yeah.
I know that's a common thing to be afraid of death, and not, me dying myself, but then also like losing people I love. That's probably like the most common fear ever.
Yeah.
And the most valid fear, because it's just so like the unknown and scary and grief, and also like dying, like experiencing death. Like, I don't know, man, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But it used to like affect me. Like I used to like lie awake at night just thinking about it, and like go through life thinking about it. And something just shifted in me one day, and I don't really think about it actively anymore. And I think I became a lot more spiritual, which has helped me to view death as like not a bad thing.
Yeah.
But it is scary, and that's probably like my most dark fear, but it's like super common.
Yeah.
I have like fears of like dying in specific ways, like driving into a body of water and your car filling up with water.
Yeah,
like,
I think about that.
These are like random fears I have, or like getting shot. I mean, not a uncommon thing in this country.
Apparently
so
not.
Something I think about a lot when I'm walking around the city and on the train, looking at everyone to make sure they're not holding a gun.
I wish there was someone who could like do something about that and ban guns.
Yeah, that'd be great if we could do something about that. But yeah,
good answer. Damn, are we
just
gonna
my
do
truth.
all of these?
We
How many
might
do
as
have
well.
left?
We've only been recording for 49 minutes.
Ooh, what's the craziest synchronicity or blatant sign from the universe that you've received? Actually, I might need to go around and get my phone for this.
I know she has a notes app list of all of like the synchronicities that she's experienced, so she's going to get her phone.
Okay, I have this like really, really long list with all of these crazy synchronicities. I wrote one about how I was listening to Justin Bieber in the morning, and I was thinking to myself, like, I need Justin Bieber to come out with new songs. And then 2 hours later, he was featured on Bad Guy with Billie Eilish. But I guess I will talk about this one time Pete and I had a weird sign from the universe together, actually with our friend Michaela's fiance, Spencer. Spencer is also our friend. But we play this card game where you get a deck of cards and you put them down one by one, counting up. So you say like one, or not one, because one is not a card number, but like ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on and so forth. But if you put down the same card that you say, like if you put them down at the same time. For example, if we go 8, 9, 10, and then I put down blah, blah, and then I put down a 10. When I say 10, then we have to start over. And so we did it 5 times in a row, and each time we did it, we said 5 while the number landed on 5 times in a row. So we would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we put the number 5 down. And each time we shuffled the cards in between as well. So then we'd shuffle them and be like, okay, let's start over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we put down 5. And then we were like, oh, that's kind of weird. Shuffled them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Happened again. And then that happened again 2 more times.
And we screamed. When it happened for like a 5th time, we screamed because, you know, it's kind of like funny when it happens twice. And then when it happens 3 times, it's like, whoa, it happened 3 times. Then it happens in 4 times. And you're like, are you kidding? And then it happened to 5 times. And then it didn't happen to 6 times. So it was like 5, 5.
It was really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. It literally happened 5 times in a row. And so then, of course, we start Googling, like, what does 5, 5, 5, 5, 5 mean? And it's like, be on the lookout for new opportunities, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. And then we put the number 55555 on our fridge for a while to remind us.
It's fully in the screensaver of my phone. I don't know. Some people might listen to this and be like, okay, girlies, okay, crazy girlies, but it felt weird. Spencer
it was
felt
crazy.
It too. Like,
it was
all
crazy.
3 of us were like, it scared me.
Think about the odds of that.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I want to like put it in Chat GPT and ask it what the odds of that are.
Wait, do it right now.
Okay. I had to explain to Chat GPT in detail this story. It's thinking. I want to know what the odds of that are. I feel like the odds of that are less than winning the actual game, which the way to win the game is to... Okay. Chat said, nice one. That's a delightfully weird streak. Assuming you mean shuffle a standard 52 card deck, look at the 5th card and it's a 5, then reshuffle and repeat. The possibility each shuffle that the 5th card is 5 is 0.0002692% or about 1 in 371,293.
See, that's crazy.
So it's very rare. Roughly 1 occurrence every 371,000 independent trials. Congrats on witnessing a little statistical unicorn.
That's crazy.
Crazy. And the way to win the game is to like count through the entire deck without landing on a number, the same number you put down. But I feel like that is more unlikely than winning.
That's weird.
Wow, 1 in 371,293.
Hey, and new opportunities did arise for us shortly after. We're doing a podcast now.
That's true, and that was not on our radar.
No,
like this year.
I guess we created our own opportunities, but
yeah. Wow.
So, okay.
That's so cool.
Wow. Crazy.
My turn. We have 2 more questions each, you guys.
Questions.
Are you afraid of dying? Well, I already answered this. Yeah, I am, because it's scary. You know what? Here's the thing, though. I'm more afraid of the act of dying than I am being dead. Sorry, this is morbid. I mean, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I'm scared of...
yeah.
I'm scared of experiencing death in, like, the ways that you could consciously... experience death.
We should put a trigger warning about discussing death before this podcast.
But I'm more afraid of that than actually just like being dead. Although the concept of like not existing is scary, but then again, energy can't be created or destroyed. So I do believe that we go, death is not the end of existence. I think it's just like something that our little earthly brains can't comprehend, which is why we view it as so scary and like a horrible, the worst thing that can happen. But I really think it's just like a portal to a new form of consciousness. Mm-hmm. And it's scary. The unknown is scary. But I think I'm more afraid of like experiencing dying.
Okay.
Oh, you wrote the question, girl.
No, I know, but I didn't like that. Wait, you did one too?
Yeah, I
did. Fuck, marry, kill. Apple pie, pumpkin pie, apple cider donuts. Okay.
Good luck. That's a hard one.
I'm gonna kill apple cider donuts, even though I freaking love them, just because I love pie. Okay, but which one do I want to fuck and which one do I want to marry? You know what? I want to marry apple pie because I can be with apple pie every day for the rest of my life. I'm gonna fuck pumpkin pie because, trust me, I love pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie's a great time, but I only want pumpkin pie once a year.
Only once?
Well, I mean, no. Just like the, you know, it's the season for pumpkin pie.
Oh, like one time.
And
but you can eat like apple pie in the summer.
Like, I could eat apple pie in the summer. I would not eat pumpkin pie in the summer.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's...
Although I do think I like pumpkin pie better than apple pie. But you're right. Pumpkin pie is... Like, I would not eat that any other season.
Yeah. So that's my answer. I'm so excited to eat apple pie after this.
Yes.
Okay. And last
final question each.
Wow. We really did
I thought we were going to do like 3 each for some reason.
Yeah.
Like, I thought we were going to elaborate more on our answers, but no, they didn't really need that. Okay. Oh, okay. Circling back to, would you sit in a room full of roaches for 1 hour for $1 million? Yes, but I would probably pass out.
Yeah.
But that would be great if I was unconscious the whole time.
Like,
I think my body would try to protect me by making me go
yeah,
unconscious. But I would do it for $1 million, yes. But I would literally want to die, but $1 million, baby.
yeah. It would be worth it, but that would be awful.
Yeah. Okay, one last question.
What could the final question be? Oh, it's a long one. If you could eliminate one of your fears forever, would you? Or do you think it has a purpose? If you would, which fear are you eliminating? Good question, Pete. If you could eliminate one fears forever, would you? No. I don't think I would eliminate any of... Maybe, like, my health anxiety. Well, but then... I'm like, can I just lower one of my fears a little bit? Like... Because I used to have pretty bad health anxiety and, you know, constant Googling and stuff. And I still do that sometimes, but, like, I'm also good about going to the doctor because of it. Also, like, fear of getting your heart broken, blah, 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 but everyone has that fear. So, like, maybe I'd eliminate that one, so then I could just, like, be happy and be like, hee, 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 and not, like, scared when I date someone. But then again, like, I don't know, I feel like there's also, like, there's something kind of sweet about it. It's like you're actively choosing to take a risk.
Mm-hmm. You are facing your fears, you know, every time you step into a new relationship, because it is scary.
It is scary.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess that's it.
Yeah. Those are our questions. So we did end up doing the 20 questions. I really did not think we would, but
that's
we
crazy.
flew through them, and hopefully you found it entertaining. We just wanted to do something a little fun and different for our little Halloween. So maybe we'll do an episode like this every now and then, because it was kind of fun.
It was fun. And it's fun to get to know each other better.
Yeah, it's just a Q&A, you know? And so our take home can be that, like, Noelle and I are besties. We live together. We've been friends for almost a decade now, which is crazy.
Whoa.
But there's always more that you can learn about someone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even if you've been married to someone for like 20 years, you really never stop getting to know them if you don't stop trying, because there's always more to someone. Like these random questions, like I didn't know how you were going to answer all of them. So
yeah,
we learn more about each other. And yeah.
Also, should we do listener write-ins? We have one.
We have one, which is...
What is your favorite thing to do together?
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. So let's do a short listener write-in before we leave and sign off today. What was our question that we got?
The question is, what do you two like to do together?
Or what's our favorite thing to do together? Yeah.
So it's not really like giving advice. It's just us answering.
Our favorite thing? Okay, so I would say the boring answer is watching an episode of TV at night.
Which I'm so excited to do.
We're literally like a married couple.
No, literally.
But, I think like we just love, like we'll text each other when we're both at work, like sewed tonight. Should we sew tonight?
Which is why we say sewed, because we literally
that's how
call watching TV sewding.
That's how sewed was born, and now these are sews. But I think that's like one of our mundane, like, favorite things to do together that brings us probably more joy than it should. But I'm trying to think of like something else that we love to do.
Well, we're both foodies, so we do love going out to eat and trying new foods together.
Yeah, that's probably one of our favorite things. We used to do this thing, which we should start back up. I don't know, we're so busy and it's stressful and a lot of money, but we would do a monthly dinner party together, just the two of us, a monthly roomie dinner.
I miss doing that.
I know. And we would choose a dish to make, and we would make a drink to go with it. And so like the first time we did like this really fancy pasta dish, and we made espresso martinis, and then we did like a taco night when we made margaritas. And what else? Oh, we did like, I made a steak and Noelle made this amazing salad. And yeah, we would do this like monthly roomie dinner, but it kind of fell off.
Maybe we should start doing it again.
Yeah. It's just, it can be a lot.
It can be a lot.
It's fun. So maybe we should. And it's quality time. It's hard, like, when you're, everyone says, like, don't become roommates with your best friend. And we work well together. So that's great that it works. But I do feel like sometimes our, the time we spend together is just like default. We're together, and yeah, we're spending time together, but it's harder to like actually have quality time.
Yeah.
And not just, especially now with like doing the podcast, where it's like, I feel like we're either just watching TV or doing work and like
I know,
recording the podcast. So sometimes it's hard to be like, let's actually go and do something together, just the two of us, or quality time. And I feel like that's what like couples who live together experience, like going and having date nights. But that's important for your friends too, like not just having the time you spend together be you're just like coexisting rather than having an intentional time. So maybe we should start doing that.
Yeah, we should.
We need more quality time.
I will say, honestly, filming the podcast though feels like quality time. Like, I feel like when, at least for me, not when we're like sitting down having meetings about it, like that doesn't feel like quality time, but when we're actually sitting in my bed filming it, like it does feel like quality time in a way. I mean, obviously we can't talk about everything we would. Y'all don't get to know everything. Sorry.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe I'll start viewing it that way.
Like the other day I was feeling, actually this is kind of cute. I was feeling kind of sad the other day, and I was like, it's like, I'm sad and I want to just like go home. Then I was like, wait, I get to film a podcast episode later. And so that means I get to sit in my bed and just talk with Pete. Yay.
Yeah, I guess it is just us talking.
Yeah,
especially
like,
the way our podcast is formatted. It's just like us talking.
Chatting with the girls.
Yeah. So the take home is ask questions about to the people you love.
Never stop getting to know your people.
Never stop getting to know, your people.
It's kind of exciting. Like, you know.
It is. I was excited to hear your answer for like what you would do if you weren't an actor or singer. I was like, I don't know what she's gonna say, but it makes total sense.
Yeah, I think that would be my answer. Maybe. Okay. All
right. Well, that was the episode. Follow us at Take It Home Pod on all the platforms: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. You can subscribe to the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, so we appear in your feed every Thursday. We come out with a new episode. And if you want to help us out, give us a 5-star rating if you liked the episode. If you didn't, you don't have to worry about rating it.
You don't have to.
Yeah. And yeah, if you have a listener write-in or an idea for an episode, feel free to DM us.
Please.
And do all that you can to help us and support us.
You can Venmo me at Noelle-Cornelius.
If you want to sponsor the podcast, yeah, we can talk about that.
Okay.
Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. Whoa, that was weird. Okay.
I hope you all are spooky and silly.
Spooky. Goodbye.
Goodbye.